Hello everyone, welcome to the third race of my second season with career mode. It is of course Shanghai in China, and as promised before I've skipped quali, so we're going to jump straight in with the race. So objective then finish 12th, and we'll jump straight in my setup. So it's pretty much my league setup. 1-1 wings, 48-52 high standard discs, 11-11 balance, 1-1 11-11 suspension. There's the gear ratios, and of course that's the engine. Full left camber, full right toe. So strategy then is thinking about starting my options for 24th, but I'm going to go for prime tyres, and you see that it's recommended me put on lap 8, and I'm going to stick with cautious fuel. So hopefully this race should be a bit more entertaining since I'm starting right from the very back. Of course last race, last two races actually, I started on pole and dominated from there. Very boring, barely even showed them because then nothing happened. But now this should be better. It's a McLaren 1-2 in quali, so they're looking strong this season. And as you now see me right at the very back of the grid. So the lights are on already then. We've got two HRTs in front of us, as usual holding up the back of the grid, but not quite today because it's me. And the lights are out already. Going to get a half decent start. Going to try and overtake as many as I can to the first corner. Here we go then, using a lot of my curves, but only used about half. Stopping there. And now going to go to the outside, because that's the only place of space. Going to try and, very close there with Marusha. Going to try and hold it on the outside if I can. And Ricardo there, bit of contact. For some reason he's going very slow on the outside. And there's Petra in front of me there in the cater room. And I'm going to sneak up the inside of all of them hopefully. Oh, bit of contact there, you heard it. Not with me luckily. And I got away with it. And we now come to this corner. I'm going to brake, not go past anyone really. I'm going to go up the inside here though. No, didn't quite manage to get Grosjean. I did already start this race once. I have to restart, because I overtook about 7 cars when they brake in that corner for no reason whatsoever. So already past Grosjean then, coming up the inside of the Sauber of Kobayashi, and hasn't quite worked out, but I'm going to go dump the inside of him, which has worked remarkably well. Didn't expect to be able to get past him that easily. Kovalainen just ahead then, of course, got a lot of performance really in his cater room since I scored a few points from last season. Say a few, about 150, quite a few. And oh, brake very late, only just managed to avoid him there. If that was online, that would have been a lag bubble hit. I think we're going the outside of him, but he squeezes me out. Didn't quite manage it, as someone looks like they've spun there. Yes, someone spun, but that's okay. So now look at all these cars, that nice train of slipstream going to get here, using the rest of my cars then. And decide to go for Duresta in the slipstream since Kovalanen's dived around a bit much. And already past Kovalainen then, I'm going to come up to Duresta now, my teammate. Going to go up the inside of him then, going to be braking at 150 metres on the left hand side there. And yes, and it looks like I'm going to have to go Schumacher as well, just about squeeze past him. And oh, Webber there gets bad exit. I'm going to dive at the inside of him hopefully. And I'm alongside him, but not quite ahead of him. And he backs right out of it. So I think for next year's game, hopefully, the AI is going to be improved. If you're looking at my website, alexgillen.com, if you haven't been there yet, go do have a look. Lots of F1 2013 news on there. Steve has been saying that the AI should be improved. So hopefully we'll see a better career mode. As for some reason Raikkonen's running really wide there, and that's allowed me to, well, easily overtake. That was a bit ridiculous, wasn't it? I'm not sure why he's running so wide and so slow there, but let's hope they don't do that all race. That was a bit strange. But I'm still on rich mixture for now then. You see there me reselecting it. And I'm only less than a second behind Maldonado, so I will not get DRS this lap. That'll be next lap. But let's look at the field though. Look at the mini-map there. The field is widely spread and someone's into the pits. That was the person who lost their front wing, I guess, in the first couple of corners. But yes, look how spread the field is. That's going to make it very difficult for me to fight through. And actually, judging by the fact how slow I'm closing down Maldonado, if at all, I probably haven't got the pace. Using a bit of curves there to try and get into a slipstream for this next straight. I've gained only 2 tenths on the middle sector, so usually I'd gain at least half a second on someone like Maldonado. So maybe I haven't got quite the pace to take this win, but we'll see. Curves activated now then. Going to be nicely in a slipstream rich mixture then. Still down this back straight, it's looking good so far. Getting very close to him indeed, absolutely. Well, monstered him, haven't I really? Flew straight up his inside, I'm already past him by the time we start braking, so brake a little bit conservatively, make sure I can get it all slowed down, which I can of course, nicely. That's me up to 6th place after lap 2 then. So it's been a pretty good start, from 24th to 6th in 2 laps, that's not bad at all. But it's the next few cars that are going to be the challenging ones. I do a fast lap of the race there, 39.2. And we now skip ahead a few laps from lap 3 to lap 7. There we go. And there's a few people that are pitted, you can see there. So nothing a lot happened really. Wasn't able to close on the guy in front. and a few people have pitted around me. So now I'm going to push then on this in lap, because I suspect I'll pit on the end of this lap. I do pit at the end of this lap. I'm going to push now, see if I can jump a couple of cars in the pits. Hope they get held up, but we'll see. Still on stand-up fuel though, don't want to use that. I want to save that for when I'm battling towards the end of the race. And I'm now braking to the end, or beginning now, the second sector. Just 1,000th up on my previous, well, that's fast as anyone purple, but 1,000th up on my previous time, so very close indeed. That's consistency for you, within 1,000th of my time. Amazing. So 3.4 to Perez now. Not sure if I'll be battling with him or not, but I'm not sure who was the next car actually. Was it Rosberg? I believe it was Rosberg, the next car. That's all going to change now with the pits, so let's hope I can get a bit further. I was 6th, wasn't I, before everyone pitted? So I'm up to 4th already, so only 2 cars are pitted ahead. I believe one of those is the leader. And we'll see how it plays out from here. So using the rest of my curves then down this long back straight. I'm going to be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. As I said, you can see the tyres are a little bit worn, on the front particularly. But not majorly bad really. But of course, I'm on prime, so I'm about to go to options. And everyone around me has been on options, so hopefully... Oh, there's a lot of my tyre there, went a bit wide. That's cost me a few tenths there, maybe even half a second. Didn't want to be doing that, but that's alright. So yes, I'll be going to options now, which should be the faster tyre. As I just about managed to get it all slowed down without going to the gravel trap. Go to lean now then, save a bit of fuel in the pits. And here we go then. So reselecting option tyres to make sure they got the message. You see there, Perez is coming to the pits and Hamilton there comes out right behind me. So he's a whole pit stop ahead of me, and whoa, very slow start from the Force India guys, 4.8 seconds. That was slow really. They could have definitely done faster, they could have done 3 second stop, but I lost almost 2 seconds there really on the perfect stop, but there we go. Still in 6th, so it's not been too bad, but now Alonso's just ahead of me. But he is of course on primes and I'm on options, so hopefully I can push and catch him up. That's the plan, that's why I started on primes. So fingers crossed, looking at the mini-map there. Button in front, not going to be able to catch him. But I could get, I guess that's 2nd, isn't it? So if I'm in 6th, so it's spread out a bit. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, yes indeed. So I can get 2nd place here with the guys that are just ahead, but I will need a lot of pace. So I'm going to be pushing out very hard, 1.5 to Alonso as it stands. See if I can reduce that gap, even though my tyres aren't fully warmed up yet. Fingers crossed I can reduce the gap. Run a little bit wide there, get on the curb, but recover from it nicely. Wasn't the end of the world. And the second set now is still 1.5 seconds, so I'm probably not going to get DRS. No. It's probably like 1.2, 1.1 as I cross the line there, unfortunately. That's okay, hopefully they'll be battling and losing time to each other, but we'll see. Using the rest of my curves now. Let's confirm I probably won't get DRS, but let's see. No. Didn't get DRS, Alonso's already passed Perez actually. That's how powerful DRS is on this track. Coming out to the hairpin. Can I get it also down? Oh, Perez, that's really slow. They must have been holding each other up. That's what I needed. Oh, I run right out wide though. All over the curb, lots of oversteer. As I now come around the final corner. A lot closer to Perez than I was. Was it 3.5 seconds where I came into the pits? So I've gained a lot on him. Only 4 tenths now, so hopefully I can get past him. Hopefully I've got the more speed. I've gone to Rich now to close down on them nicely. Hopefully be able to overtake him during this lap. See, it runs a bit wide there, but a lot of inside wheel. Couldn't quite get it slowed down. Oh, bit of contact there, and unfortunately I have to let him back through. I'm not going to effectively cheat and overtake him through that. Here we go now then, in the slipstream very much so. Gonna have a go up his inside then, here we go. And man shot braking, can I get it all slowed down? I can. And yes, I'm through. So, just a tenth behind him I was there as we cross the line, but of course Alonso's a little bit further ahead now. I need to push to try and get DRS on Alonso. It's going to be a bit hard. Especially that Ferrari, it's not exactly a slow car. So hopefully I can do it. As we now come around this double left-hander. Towards the end of the second sector, it's going to be close. I'm using my curves, as you can see, to try and close the gap. 1.1, it's very close. Oh no, a lot of inside wheel though. That's going to cost me it. The line is just here. So I believe that has unfortunately cost me DRS, but we'll see. I'm still on Rich. I didn't lock my wheel, I think I would have got it. Let's see, so I will get it now if I'm going to, but no, unfortunately not. Perez has got it behind me though, but he's probably going to be too far back, which he is indeed, which says good, but I brake a little bit late, can't get all slowed down, lock me inside wheel again. So having a few problems under braking, at the moment. But just to sort those out, try to stop losing time and close in on the guy ahead. 38.0 from Burton. I've done a 39.4. Of course, I got held up by Perez, so hopefully I can improve that lap. Fingers crossed, we'll wait and see. But now 1.3 to Alonso, so he's gained a little bit on me. But I think I'm already inside a second now. We'll see if I can maintain it and get DRS at the end of this lap. I think I'll need it, and then I can work on getting a podium after that. I'm in 5th at the moment, so 4th place will be next, and I'm certainly inside a second, half a second. 1.1 off my previous, so that's purple fastest of anyone, so I'm on for a fastest lap as it stands. That would be a 38.0 straight off the bat, so I might be able to get a fastest lap, but I've now gone to standard. Don't want to waste too much fuel while I'm behind Alonso. I won't be able to close in on them anymore anyway with a dirty air, so it's pointless using Rich. I'm certainly close enough to get DRS. All I need to do now is not mess up this next corner, not lock up like I did last time. And yes, only 4 tenths now, and I'm still a second up, still purple, fastest of anyone. And DRS should hopefully allow me to set the fastest lap of the race, we'll see. And I will most certainly get DRS this lap. Here we go then, it's slipstream using the rest of my curves as well. This should be an easy overtake. I'm already gaining on him. And here we go, the rear wing opens up. And yes, going to fly past him nice and easily. There we go, move done. Brake a little bit earlier this time to be able to get all slowed down, which I do nicely. And now get hard on the throttle on the exit. Hopefully I can set a fast lap of the race, but we'll see. Just got one more corner to go then. Come run it now, hard on the throttle on the exit for the run to the line. Oh, probably not now. 37.7, oh, a couple of hundredths off. Wow, that was close. Very nearly managed to get him, but not quite. Button does another one, 37.6. We skipped to lap 13, the penultimate lap. And I'm now in a battle with Rosberg just ahead for a podium. Then only 1.2 behind him, but I haven't got any rich fuel left. And I nearly get on the grass there on the outside. Just 1.2 behind him now, so I might be able to get DRS this lap and overtake him, hopefully. These last couple of laps, I've just been closing him down. I've never got DRS on him quite, but I've been closing him down ever so slowly. Certainly got a lot of pace. As it's now 1 second, so I'm going to be just about inside the zone, hopefully. Missed my apex slightly there, but it wasn't too bad. As I'm now on Rich to try and stay within the zone if I can. After he's off the throttle, got a bit of dirty air there. My tyres are also starting to wear now. He is, of course, on primes. I'm on options. My tyres will likely be more worn than his now, so it should be fairly even. Bit of wheel spin there, but it wasn't too bad. Using my curves then now to try and get DRS. It's going to be very close. Just over a second still, but if I can nail the braking, which, oh, I ran a bit wide, but line's here, so I think, oh, bit of oversteer. Not going to be able to get past him now, but I think I might just about get DRS. It's going to be close. Going to be very close. I'm still on Rich for the moment. We'll see, he's going to be way too far. Yes, I got DRS. He's way too far away to overtake, so I'm going to go to standard then, save a bit of fuel, so I can use it on the next lap. Probably still over a second behind him, actually. In my messed up corner there, but that's okay. I've got one more lap of DRS to get him. As long as I can stay within his DRS zone, but I'm already outside it. Already well outside it. Actually looks like about a second and a half I've got on him there. It's like, hit the inside bollard there. Didn't want to be doing that. I go to Rich down the straight to try and close him down. 1.4 indeed, so I've actually lost time in that final sector. Come back to standard now. Just going to be pushing very hard to try and get him on the final lap of this race. Can I do it then? That'll move me up into a podium paying position. I'm currently in 4th. I would like that 3rd for the championship. It will certainly help me a lot, because it turns out I'm going to have a bit of a challenge on my hands. I thought I was still going to win this race, to be honest, but nope, apparently not. I haven't really got the pace. I mean, this isn't one of my best tracks. If you've been subscribed to me for a little while, you will have seen the league race, which I was off the pace at. So it's not one of my best tracks, that's for sure, but I think it's going to be a challenge for the rest of the season to keep the championship hunt going, but we'll see. Of course, I've got a bit of a lead in it for winning the first couple of races, so we'll see how it plays out. But anyway, at the beginning of the second sector there, we were just over a second behind him. So I'm now on Rich, using all of my curves to try and stay with that 1 second. I am just about inside the 1 second zone, a little bit closer than last time. Get a better corner as well. On the throttle a little bit earlier. Should get DRS. 3 tenths of my previous. Purple, fastest of anyone. Might be able to set a fastest lap of the race on the final lap. We'll see. 37.6 is the current best. But again, even with Rich, I think I'm just too far away from him. Look at that. He must have good straight line speed. DRS is open, but I'm going to have to go to standard, because I've got -1 of fuel and even lean to save me a bit of fuel. Unfortunately, very close behind him now though. Look, a lot closer than I was. But still, there's going to be no way I'm going We better get past him. Go back to standard now. For the run to the line. But no, I'm going to be miles away from him. He's pulling away in this third sector. Back to lean. So I don't run out for the line. And there we go. I crossed the line for 4th place then. Didn't quite manage to get 3rd in the end, but it was still a solid drive from 24th on the grid up to 4th. My target was 12th. I exceeded that. And my teammate, Paul DeResta, was only 11th, so no points for him. See, I didn't quite manage to set the fastest lap on the final lap. But I was only a 10th off it, so most certainly that was a close race. I might have just about had the pace to win it, but I didn't have, from the back of the grid, just didn't have enough spare pace, unfortunately.
You're still first in the
Now the championship only 25 points behind Burton now, so 1 race win. I say only, it's still quite a bit. And now Force India is 1 point behind McLaren in the championship, so fingers crossed we can win both, but it's going to be close for the rest of the season. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.